first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So that'll back him up 5. They'll drop to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Haskins to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Gordon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, check back 11, check back 11. Hey,
Looking to throw, Haskins. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack.
Hey, check back 12. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Let's go. Check back 11, check back 11. I'm coming.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fighting his way through contact. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
56.
Gordon. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. This is Gordon. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 33, 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
9-yard line.
That's the reason we go for the circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
At the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Haskins will throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Washington.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Play 56. Mike, 56.
They try again with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Check the hot read. 81. 56 to Mike.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Being chased out left. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
1st down, Denver.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Melvin Gordon.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
9-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
55,
Now Gordon on first down. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 55, come on. Check 55, come on. Here we go,
Here's Gordon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Gordon again.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts,
30-yard line.
as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Broncos.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And this will not be... Turnable, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing? And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Sack.
Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Haskins to throw it. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check back 11, check back 11. Good. Wants a twist. Hey, check back 11, check back 11. You must be dreaming.
Operating from the gun, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Let's go, baby. Perfect, baby. Good shot.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First down, here's the run with Cook. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 40 now on second down. Haskins, he'll find Hall. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 39, Haskins. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
At the Broncos' 13-yard line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? On 2nd and goal, Haskins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
3rd and goal.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Now it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's now 4th.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The ball carrier.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second and 6. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Kendall Fuller. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Check. Mike, 50. Check. Danny.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did see the sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
10 at the 50-yard line.
They run again on 1st down. Cook.
The handoff to
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. That'll be complete to Cook. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington has retaken the lead.
Zane Gonzalez.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second and 9 now. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And his throw is incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Mark 56. Mark 56. Tackles.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
13 yards.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now it's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On the ground, it's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Cook on the carry.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Where we go? Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch the twist.
Haskins to throw. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be 2nd down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Washington, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire